Hello, I'm Elaine, and this is Let's Talk Alzheimer's for a fresh approach to caregiving. Our topic today, changes. Caregiving is stressful at any stage. The good news, being aware and prepared helps relieve stress. A good caregiver must think on their feet. They're constantly challenged by self-doubt regarding the choices and judgments they make. Add advice from others, financial and legal decisions, personality traits, not to mention the physical demands, all while watching a loved one decline. It's demanding work, both mentally and physically. Even when prepared, caregiving is stressful. To deal with that stress requires inner growth. Yeah, inner growth. Why is inner growth part of caregiving? Mr. Rogers always said, the more we care for others, the more we grow. As a caregiver, it's critical to enrich our inner selves. Some people are natural caregivers, yet most of us need to learn empathy and patience. That's the challenge. To extend our caregiver knowledge, we must learn about ourselves. As a teenager and young adult, all the talk about finding yourself or who am I seemed really silly to me. I knew who I was. The truth, I had no idea. Childhood is our memory base, the beginning of our life story, where we came from. Yet, in life, as we grow, that childhood memory doesn't change. As adults, we're meant to change. Henry David Thoreau said, "Things don't change, we change." That's growth. We're not meant to be a child all our lives. We're meant to grow beyond that base, like a seed grows into a plant. To survive in nature, a species must change. Experience teaches them how to change so they can thrive. Nature is a life-to-death cycle. The earth is part of nature. To survive changes in climate, all of nature must change, from the earth, monarch butterfly migrations to humans. So, what does change have to do with caregiving? A lot. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke wrote, "There's only one journey, going inside yourself." That journey inside, that question, who am I, marks the beginning of a caregiver's journey. It's a private place to honestly reflect and learn about themselves. A place to understand the purpose of our actions. Instead of just doing something, do it with purpose. Give meaning to the action. Is it more meaningful to pick up dinner at a drive-thru 3 times a week or plan a meal at home? A father takes his daughter to the park to play, then sits on a bench scrolling through his phone while she plays alone. As a caregiver, when adjusting a patient's blanket or pillow, is it a dutiful gesture or done for the patient with purpose and feeling? That would be empathy. Brené Brown suggests to be grounded in who we are, we must face our vulnerabilities with courage. This makes change easier, which requires honest self-reflection. What can I do better? How do I feel about others? How do I feel about myself? Am I a good listener? We are in charge of our changes. It's a personal list. Once internal motivation is activated, the outward result is forward movement. Plus, we need to know where we're going. At this point, many of us make it up as we go. So, to prepare for that, keep it simple. Learn to listen. Be enriched by caring for a loved one. Show concern. Understand a patient's confusion and fear. Ask yourself, how can I help? How would I want to be treated? Think differently and deeply. From Leonardo da Vinci, these thoughts were scribbled in the margins of his manuscripts. Time is the spoiler of all things. Take time to think about that statement. Also, nothing can be loved or hated unless it is first understood, which is a necessity in caregiving. From Martin Luther King Jr., build bridges, not walls. His call for action, build understanding in demanding situations. Focus on what can be done and don't look outside for answers. It destroys inner growth. By now you're thinking, whoa, all this to answer who am I? Well, let's take a look. We all have weaknesses that at times can bring us to tears, yet we don't do anything about them. From the book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the horse reminded the boy, tears fall for a reason. There are strength, not weakness. When have you been your strongest? Asked the boy. When I have dared to show my weakness, said the horse. So all of this is to say, if it's to be, it's up to me. A quote credited to both William Johnson and Tom Dreesen. Whoever said it first, this motivational message speaks to our responsibility to change, instead of waiting for it to happen. It's up to me as an individual choice to make changes, to move forward, to stick with it, to think about our other side. Or not. Read about change in Alzheimer's, Be Aware and Prepared, Caregiving at Any Age, by me. Learn about the Monarch migration by Monika Maeckle, and for more inner thoughts, read The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charles Mackesy. In the meantime, click the like button, leave a comment, and we look forward to seeing you later.